Hi, my name's Kathleen Selmans. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Amplify Now, a video content marketing agency that aligns speakers and experts with content for their blogs. And today I want to talk about something that we see a lot. There is one thing that you do not need to prove at any point in your sales process. And I see this so much, and I wanted to bring it up because it happens when you have a little bit less confidence. You know that you've stumbled onto something that works. You know it works for you. You've tested it out on a few other people. You have a process that works. But sometimes that little voice in your head that's telling you that it's just an 8-step process, if it were something special, somebody would have already come up with it. You know that, like, who are you to be doing this kind of imposter syndrome talk, which is very harmful to listen to. It makes you feel like you have to prove that you know what you're talking about. And so you get in the way of your own process by talking about the steps or talking about your education or your background or how long it took you to get to this point. You see that a lot in webinars, actually, where somebody really wants to prove that they know what they're talking about. And it's not, like I said, it's almost unconscious when you're putting together a webinar. You're like, well, I just need to tell them, I just need to explain one more thing about this. And here's your permission slip. You are allowed to assume that once people see you on a webinar, they immediately think you know what you're talking about. And now it's up to you to prove that to them. And so remembering that people don't come onto a webinar wondering if they know what you're talking about. They see your ad, they see your landing page, they show up because you have said that you are going to solve one of their problems. The buy-in happens when they give you their email address. Think about this. When was the last time you gave your email address to someone that you didn't believe knew what they were doing? Right? Like, never. You don't give your email address to someone who looks spammy or somehow dumb. So when you excuse yourself from having to have your virtual diplomas displayed on your wall, your certificates or whatever it is that you think you need to talk about, then what you can do is say, okay, I've proven simply by having this sales funnel in place that I know what I'm talking about. And now all I have to do, especially like in a webinar, all I have to do is teach people the shortcut way to get the results that I get, to get the transformation that I'm promising. Right, they don't need a PhD in whatever my topic is. I have that. The reason I have that is to be their guide through the transformation. And then you can use the secret code in every marketer's playbook, testimonials, to have other people talk about the fact that you really do know what you're talking about. And not only that, but that the transformation that you are promising has happened for them. Before I was XYZ, I went through this program and I found this transformation, and now I am in this other place, and it's beautiful, right? It's a wonderful process. So keep that in mind when you're going on and on and on about maybe the different pieces in your digital product or course or something like that, because that's another way you find yourself tripping up. Is there anything in your product or offer itself that is fluff, that makes you feel better about what you're saying, but isn't necessary for your audience? And you might not know the answer to that, so ask somebody. Give somebody either somebody that you know, but ideally somebody who has the problem that your offer solves. give them free access and say, is there anything in there that didn't need to be? And cut the fat. People have a very hard time finishing digital courses in the first place. So don't add anything that is extra or unnecessary. Don't mention your time in grad school if it's not relevant. Remember, your offer solves a problem. The faster that the person on the receiving end of your offer can solve that same problem, the better off they will be. So you don't have to add fluff. You don't have to prove that you know what you're talking about. You just have to show the person the way to their transformation. And that, I think, will go a very long way toward sort of letting you step back from the things that you're doing that you think are building your confidence but actually aren't. I hope that was helpful. I love helping people put together webinars and sales funnels and landing pages and sales pages. And so if you want to head over to amplifynow.com and book a call, I'd love to talk to you about what you're thinking and how you can get out of your own way when it comes to promoting the thing that you have made. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.